Oh, hold this. So, I'm in my bra and pants. I'm sat on my bedroom floor, shrimp position. In front of me is my step stool. On my step stool is my phone, so it's at my level. On YouTube, I am watching John Ronson interview a panel of people who are at varying levels of commitment to the cryptozoology community about why the Loch Ness Monster might exist. I've got the big light on. Don't usually have the big light on. My hair's bundled up in a nest on my head. Got my arms just held away from me like this. Because I am covered in antifungal cream. It's spanning from about my shoulders to my hands to one random spot on my thigh. Because at this moment I am convinced that I have a very severe and rapidly spreading case of ringworm. About a week later, I will find out it was not ringworm. About a week after that, all of the mysterious rash will have completely disappeared on its own. I would say for about 2 weeks of my life, this was a ritual that I would take part in twice a day for about 45 minutes. I would sit there marinating, thinking I was getting rid of the ringworm.
Can I say something?
And it wasn't ringworm. I'm not done. It wasn't ringworm. And I just want to say that if you're in a similar state of being in your 20s, you are not alone. And I also want to make a really important disclaimer that ringworm has absolutely nothing to do with worms, nor does it have anything to do with anything in the parasite category. And also, if you had any doubt that we were rat girls,
tis just a rash.
You were fucking wrong. And if anyone's a lesbian, I'm single. I just thought some honesty really needed to be put out there.
Yeah, because we were so honest about me in the last episode.
We were really honest, and I also mentioned my ringworm, and I thought people might be curious.
Yeah.
Exactly what that was about.
Follow up.
Yeah, I thought I would give some context to the ringworm. Sometimes you're 20 and your life... I'm very unemployed and depressed at this point as well. It's about a month and a half ago. Yeah, I just wanted to give some solidarity to anyone that might need it, and just tell you that well, I'm not the one with cold sores, so I don't think
I'm not currently. I'm not.
Why did you lick it?
I didn't.
Why did you put it back in for a sec?
I rethought, and then rethought once again
that you would get rid of it. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Another one. Thank you. Yeah. That was giving Katia with the reveal. Nostalgia. Let's talk about nostalgia.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I had something to bring up. I'm going to keep talking. It's all about me.
No, let me speak.
Well, you said bring something up, and then
I've decided I'm...
Unless you have something to say.
I don't really.
Perfect. Okay, but then proceed.
Okay. Oh, let's go. Let me speak. Charlie XCX.
Okay, I'll let you.
Nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Used to go to play schemes where my dad used to work before he started working where he's working now.
Mm-hmm. What did that?
In the know.
Okay.
Me and my dad.
This is for you, Daisy's dad.
Yeah. Dick. For you. This used to don't care, I love it, used to come on the radio all the time on the way back from play schemes where he used to work.
That's such a specific memory.
It is. And then one time we were driving back, and then we went to a golf course by where we live, to go to a wedding anniversary or something, and it is just such a vivid memory. And also Nickelback, Rockstar.
Look at this graph.
No, I'm talking about I want, because we all just don't want to be big rock stars.
Don't even, because look, the place. Look, I hate to go back to dragging the places where we go out, where we live. But that's the kind of shit you hear on repeat with no variety.
I actually love Rockstar.
In my maths papers, my teacher, when I got like 7 times 5 wrong, she used to draw a crying, sad face in red pen.
Can I talk about how much I miss my maths teacher throughout all of comp? I had the same maths teacher throughout all of comp, and then he was also my reg. He was also my reg teacher for the last 2 years because we had like catch-up maths. We were the only reg group that was also the maths class, despite everyone having a maths teacher for their registration teacher.
Wait, I didn't absorb any of that information.
So year 10 and 11, we had maths teachers as our registration teachers.
Right.
And he turned to us the one day. The one day he turned to us in year 10 and went, "Do you realise who you were in a class with? A reg class with?" And we were like, "It's our maths class." And he was like, "Yeah, exactly. I'm here to teach you during reg." So I was going to actually 15 minutes a day.
Look around. We're doing maths at 9 a.m. 8:45 actually. 8:45. We're doing maths right now. Every day.
Most days he was like turning up late because he was also head of maths, and I'd be there with a graphic novel. I was like reading, The Red Hood and the Outlaws, which you will have seen in the last. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was the book I was using as a microphone holder.
Yeah.
I was like reading those, and he's like, "What are you?" He'd come in and be like, because I'd be at the back. I sat at the back of the class with my one friend. I'm like, "What are you reading?" So I'd show him, and he'd be like, "Oh, is it a horror?" And I'm like, "It's a bit freaky because the Joker's cut off his face and he's wearing it as a mask."
8:45, folks.
Yeah, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. And I'm like, "It's not that scary apart from that." And then the one time we also had a substitute teacher who was South African.
Oh my god.
And he was
I'm going to burn down your house and I don't care. I love the South African accent.
Yes. And he genuinely came up to me the one time. I think I was reading a book.
I am your butterfly. Downward? Downward, anyone?
I was reading
I need your protection. You're my samurai.
I was reading The Batman Stone King. Which is, I will get on to what someone made a comment about that with. This is what my dad is talking about. You can't go to weird edgeways.
No, what were we meant to be talking about?
Nostalgia. This is nostalgic.
But all we talk about is school. You know who you are? I've said this to her before.
The one who peaked in high school.
No, she didn't peak in high school. No. I'll tell you where she peaked. Primary school. You ever met a bitch who peaked in primary school?
Peaked in primary school.
She peaked in primary school.
Reception, genuinely.
Imagine my entire school career. I was sick, nauseous.
Can I talk about
with anxiety?
Can I talk about something I was talking about with my brother?
I've been here the other day. School the day since I left. I've just been absolutely thriving.
Let me first go back to the Stone King, and then I'll go on to something my brother were talking about.
Fuck algebra. Proceed.
The one time I was reading The Stone King, we went on holiday. It got water damaged. The edges of the pages got really crinkly. And this boy turned to me, he sat behind me, I was reading it in reg. And he turned and went, "Daisy, that book looks like a pussy."
Crucial information from him.
He's also the one that pulled on my space buns the once.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
I couldn't be asked to do hair in school. I look at pictures of me in school, and I'm like, first of all, did you know that I wore a boy's blazer for the first year? Because my mum didn't know.
We didn't have blazers.
We went to the uniform shop with my nan, and she went, "Louise, mother's name drop. Those the girls' blazers are over here. You see how they cinch at the waist so she looks like a girl?" My mum was like, "Oh my god, see, I never would have known. You should have seen me in year 7. Oh." I was like a rectangle. I was a cuboid.
Yeah, let me talk about primary school. This is actual nostalgia. Me and my brother were talking about being in the school council.
Oh yeah,
and the one it was year 3 or year 4, and me and my brother had both gone for school council, and that's like a big thing. like being in. I was already in the eco club. I've been genuinely.
I think I was in eco. I think I was in every club but I quit after a week.
I was in the eco club all throughout primary school, and then a good chunk of comp because they didn't start at year 7. It was like year 9 they started an eco club.
Oh.
And that is a story for another day. The 2 geography teachers.
Making it sound slightly ominous.
Because it is. But I was already in
I've got
eco.
ominous things to say about my geography teacher, but I actually feel like I shouldn't say them. Because I feel like, yeah.
In primary school, I ran for school council every year. I so wanted to be in it. My brother was in year 1. I was in year 4. I so wanted to be in the school council. So bad. He got voted.
You wanted to be in the school council.
He got voted into school council and I didn't, and genuinely had a meltdown.
That's
going home time. They're like, Daisy, what's wrong?
We hate each other. It started then.
They were like, my teacher was like, Daisy, what's wrong? It's not fair. How is it fair? He's in the school council. Oh my god!
Did you ever Star of the Week?
Star of the Week.
Did you ever Star of the Week? And they start describing who got Star of the Week and why, and you think it's you, and they say the name.
No,
and it's genuinely not you.
Leave us assembly.
Did they do
this
that?
This head teacher gave like specific certificates to people, and she was like, this person was so shy and quiet when they first came to the primary school. They've really come out of the shell. I was like, oh, I got this in the bag.
My odds seem good.
She said someone else, and I'm there like,
yeah,
at the Leavers Assembly, and then we've got to go and sing.
Assembly. I don't remember this.
And then we had to go and sing Wildcat. What song is it? It's the Wildcat song from the first High School Musical.
Song that you can't. Oh my god, can I tell you, there's this amazing video of my brother dancing to Get Your Head in the Game.
I love Get Your Head in the Game.
He loved dance as a child.
I was in dance club.
And there's a video of him doing a hip-hop routine to that with like a whole troupe of other 8-year-olds. And he was into it more than the other 8-year-olds, let me tell you.
Year 3 sports.
The swag was present.
Year 3 sports day.
He loved High School Musical.
I love High School Musical. I almost wore a High School Musical vest today.
I didn't even know you had one.
Yeah, I got it at the charity shop last summer. Can I say, year 5, we were doing, you do like a section of gymnastics where you're just doing like the seal, and you're learning how to jump off of stuff and like actually like
shoulder stand. One time I got made an example of because I could do a shoulder stand and no one else could.
I can do one. Can I do one right now?
You can try. Have you seen how low this so-called ceiling is? Which I painted myself. If you would like to know, this paint also can take chalk and rub chalk off it. And it's got not only stars but planets, galaxies, and moons on it. Yeah, B&M or Home Bargains, I think they were from. It's got moons.
But yeah,
good variety.
My PE teacher, we were doing like the gymnastics part of the year before you go on and do like athletics and stuff, and she was like, Daisy, you should really get into gymnastics, you should join a gymnastics club. I'm like, Diva, I've already done kickboxing, can I talk about kickboxing?
Wait, I did boxing and I haven't spoken for this entire 25 minutes. Can I just say
I'm verbal vomit.
My brother used to it was boxing, and then I joined because I was like, I want to do cool things like my brother. And this is one exercise where you just like lie down, you put your hands under your butt, you lift your legs up. It's a core workout, and I'm like 8 at this point. And I'd heard the week before my brother had held it longer than anyone else in the group. I come onto the scene and I held it longer than anyone else. And they were like, this family got a load of strong cores. Tell you what, I think what it was, my mum's very competitive, and it just like it went into us. So at school we just won awards all the time because we were like, absolutely fuck if anyone else is going to beat me at anything. I will tell you what maths I was resigned to. I was looking through a memory box recently though, and I have one maths certificate from like year 6, and I thought, fucking hell, a maths certificate, and then about 6 English awards. It's like,
yeah, it
makes sense. Yeah,
it's like, what are you going certificates in? Textiles, history.
I had one for art, but well, it was an art festival, but my award was for poetry.
Can I? Oh, do
I
you know
used
what?
to win at a bit.
You
of
know
poetry.
the I Stand
You
Bud?
bet I love Ethel Cain. I loved Ethel Cain before she was even making music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very Welsh.
Soul sister.
I am a bard. I'm a bard.
Soul sister, right there.
Yeah.
You know they do like the I Stand Bud, and they do like poetry reading, singing.
Yeah.
I did the singing one year. Jenny got up in front of the whole school, started crying because I couldn't remember the words. But also, I'd done this amazing piece of artwork for the theme that year. I didn't get a certificate. I didn't get a mention because they thought I made it with my grandma. Like someone adult had made it for me.
This kind of prejudice did not exist in my school. If it was clearly made by an adult, you'd win first place just based on how impressive
they didn't.
It was.
It was like it looked
like
how
hard I worked to not win year after year because it was good, but it wasn't like, oh, they definitely made that, we feel sorry for them. But it also wasn't, that's a showstopper. It was in the middle, and I just never fucking won anything. I spent hours painting eggshells for literally nothing, and it pissed
genuinely
me off.
I didn't win. I made it myself. The only thing she helped me with was being there to like be like, okay, now do this.
Yeah,
it was all done with my grubby little hands.
Your little grippers.
My little grippers were doing it all. And then do you know what? It got lost. Now this like
always happens. Why don't they take more responsibility?
Massive cardboard box. It was massive. It was like
underfunding for the arts. What about not giving a shit about the arts in general?
They lost it. I've not seen it since I handed it.
I've got so much. I made I think it was like meant to be like an Indian like tribal mask type thing, but it was like on a milk bottle, and mine looked like Satan, and it was the best one, obviously. Never saw it again. I had a clay pot that I made that was sea themed. Never saw it again.
Do you know what? My girl, it was in my brother's room until we did the big clear out before Christmas. For 2012, obviously, you know what was happening in 2012, the London Olympics.
Oh,
for the I Stand Bud,
Danny Boyle directs the opening ceremony. Do you know what I told my mum last year? My life goal is to direct the Olympics opening ceremony.
That would be gag.
Have I ever done a sport properly? But
I was watching the Paris one like this.
And I love to watch the Olympics. I just don't want to do it.
But we were like tasked to make something to do with the Olympics for the I Stand Bud. Me and my mum spent ages, and we found some of the paper to do with it recently. She's like, "What's this for?" And I was like, "That's to do with
scraps."
That was to do with what we were making for the Olympics thing. We made the Olympic torch. We were there all day with a paper cutter, cutting out holes from a piece of gold paper. It was in my brother's room until very recently. It had like fishing wire, the clear fishing wire, stuck to it with a magnet. He hung it to his ceiling for so long. So we still had that. We lost the aquarium one, and until very recently I had the Folly Tower one.
What is that? I know what the Folly Tower is.
I made a 3D replica of the Folly Tower.
What have I ever even made a 3D replica? Do you know what I did?
It was big as well. It was on. You never saw it because my room was. You never went into my room before the big clear out. It was on top of the wardrobe where all of the stuff is now, like my nails.
In my school, we used to have an extravaganza where you for Easter you made like a model's Easter stuff. And after I left, I was like
egg roll.
I was like, I'm not gonna stop doing this. And Loki, like, I made Shane Dawson, Ryland, Morgan, Andrew, and Jeffree Star all sat on a sofa. Shane Dawson's sofa. I think I made Garrett as well. In eggs, and this is 2 years after I left primary school. There was no extravaganza, but I was like, I want some whimsy in my life.
I think we did it during lockdown.
We threw it out at some point.
We walked on the line. I don't think I've ever taken you on the line, but we walked on the line to this one massive field, and we did an egg roll during
What the fuck is an egg roll?
You hard boil an egg.
That is sushi.
You hard boil an egg.
Okay.
You decorate the shell, and then you roll it down.
We did the egg parachute thing with raw eggs, and like whoever's egg didn't break, they won. And someone stomped on mine, and
they used to do
let him win.
No, we used
and afterwards everyone was like, "Oh yeah, his cracked and like he stamped on rubies," and they just went, "Oh well, we've already given him the prize now." And I was like, maybe he should learn justice though.
No, we did it in primary school for like 2 years, reception year 1.
Oh.
Did you ever make an Easter bonnet? I did it in
Probably
nursery and
10
like
billion.
reception.
Probably
Your
s-
mum was
so
probably
many
eating up the Easter bonnet.
I think she did. I think in infant school she used to just make my projects because this is stupid. Hey, 6-year-old, craft an egg diorama.
Will
You
book
know their
day.
parents are doing it. Kind of like discriminatory because only the people whose parents have the ability and the time and money to do it
To be fair,
are going to be able to do that.
Shout out to my mother.
Because it's not your 5-year-old.
Shout out to my mother
Like,
for
please.
making all of my costumes throughout primary school.
Yes.
She made my brother a Cat in the Hat. It's still in the storeroom. It's still in the storeroom. We went into assembly on World Book Day. He walked in, Cat in the Hat on, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, who is that?" And I'm there like, "That's my brother." I was the worst witch that year. She re-dyed
twice. World Book Day.
She re-dyed one of my school like pinafores black because we were grey. And oh my goodness, I was like so happy with it. I was like, this is so amazing.
I think it's just bringing out how much we love to win.
Another year, she made me go in a bald cap. I was one of the witches because we did a Roald Dahl themed year.
Yeah.
I so wanted to be Violet Baudelaire.
Yeah.
I wanted, but like but the movie version where she's like in the big frilly like 3/4 length. She's got half of her hair is in plaits, the other half is down.
I'm thinking of the Johnny
Depp. He's not in any of them.
Wait, what? In any of what? Roald Dahl? What about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I'm talking about Violet Baudelaire from Lemony Snicket.
I don't even know what that book is. I'm thinking
Series of Unfortunate Events.
I'm thinking of Violet Beauregarde.
No, I wanted to be that. I was one of the witches I was the head witch from the witches. She made me go in a ball cap, and I was like, Diva, the head witch she's not bald. She's just got the really bad face. She still made me go in the ball cap. And do you know what I had to bring in, despite the fact I wasn't doing lessons for it that day? My clarinet. Because it was in a case. Because she has a case, apparently. I cannot remember. But yeah, I went into school in a ball cap. It was like traumatizing for me. But I wanted to be Violet Baudelaire so bad.
One time we did a school assembly where we had to like talk about Victorian fashion, or that was what my group chose. And look, I didn't. Can I just say one thing about my childhood?
No.
For like maybe 20
You yipped and yapped the first episode so bad. It's my turn to yip and yap.
I don't think I did.
I remember thinking while we were filming it, I'm not speaking that much.
I think I opened. Oh god, I don't even want to know about this. It's supposed to have like a pointy fringe.
Edna mode.
I am in Edna mode. No, because like, what was I gonna say? Okay, so we all do like fashion from the Victorian. We've got like schoolgirl, rich person, poor person, etc. And I was like, oh, guys, we're running out of things we can do. Someone's got to do a man, and they all just kind of look at me, and I'm like, well, I don't care. I'll do the man. And I was so proud because like you feel cunty, you do when you're wearing like a full on like suit jacket, you know. And like I was wearing cravat, and I remember because that was part of my script.
Cravat.
My dad wears those.
Do you know what? Cravat and a cummerbund.
What is a cummerbund?
There's like sash that goes around the waist. Hudson Williams wore one at the Vanity Fair Met Gala after party.
I was so proud of my cravat. And I remember all the parents in the audience kind of giggling when I did that. And I was like, okay, guys, sorry for you're going to make fun of the girl who took a risk and put herself out there creatively. I was like very comfortable with being a girl who was dressed as a man. I thought I looked very good.
The other year 4 class, when I was in year 4, did my primary school's name Got Talent. And most of them dressed up as the teachers. Maybe. And one of them dressed up as the actual teacher at the time.
Wait, I want to see if my thing is still recording. I actually don't even know. It's 33 minutes, 1 minute longer than the last one.
Yes!
How do we feel?
Yes! And it got so many laughs. Someone dressed up as the head teacher as well. But we did a class assembly as a faraway treat, and I was the oldest girl. and we were like skipping
Never
around this
read it.
boy dressed as a tree.
That's like in Diary of a Wimpy Kid when Greg gets the short end of the stick and he has to be a tree.
Do you know what? I've
I've
not really watched Diary of a Wimpy Kid or read it. But the one time I went to a friend's house who I was best friends with in primary school in the start comp, and he put on, and two of the actors from Jessie were in it, and I was like, hang on, this might actually be my tea.
Oh, I don't know, because I never watched
Peyton List and Kamal, I don't know his surname, but they were both in it. I was like, hang on, this might actually be my tea. Didn't actually care in the end.
What, about Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Yeah, I was a Dork Diaries girl. And
is that a film?
Dork Diaries, no, books? I read the books. No, I was very into like
one.
I was very into like Mallory Towers, Naughty Amelia Jane, The Faraway Tree, The Borrowers. I was very into all of those, like the classics.
Yeah, I mostly think I just watched films and like
a lot of Jacqueline Wilson.
Yeah, no, I was very partial to some Jacqueline Wilson.
Tracy Beaker.
Now that show I definitely watched.
Who stole my Maroon 5 CD?
The
Wellards.
I'm Roxy. Who else is it?
I can't remember.
I don't remember their names.
No. Rio Wellard.
And Rio has a soft spot, and he seems Wellard, but he will cry.
He's the one who stole my Maroon 5 CD.
I think I've reposted like a compilation.
Yes, and I liked it recently.
I'm sure.
No, I was very into those. I loved Hetty Feather as well. Me and my grandparents used to watch that because it was on just before Horrible Histories. Season 6 of Horrible Histories, because they did Magna Carta episode. I was all into the Magna Carta.
How many fucking seasons have they done of Horrible Histories?
They're on season 10 now, but they're still making season 1 to 6. I will cut off at season 6, the end of season 6. But that's if I'm in the mood. It's 1 to 5 every day. I've got to be in the mood for season 6. But Rowan Atkinson as Henry VIII, season 6.
I don't even know who was in it.
They had season 6. They had special guests. So they had a special guest, and they do an episode centered around a historical figure. So he was Henry VIII.
Oh, okay.
So he was Henry VIII, and they just did a whole episode about Henry VIII. They had the actress who's in Bridgerton. She's the seamstress.
Oh fuck if I care.
She was Cleopatra.
Violin covers of Taylor Swift.
They did a Charlie XCX. They did one of the Apple.
Even more.
Do you know what though? In the Buccaneers, which is an Apple TV, they did a cover of Good Luck Babe, a violin. And do you know what the worst part was?
Just have a good score.
Do you know what the worst part was?
Pay someone to make a good score. I don't know.
It centered around a straight couple. I was like, they had a moment of the lesbian couple dancing together, but it was mostly to do with this old lady and her lover.
Yeah, we're going to talk about people. This sounds so homophobic. When you going to talk about people,
I think we need to save that for the next episode.
Making everything.
I can start, but
start and then finish on the next episode.
Guys, I'm going to talk about heated rivalry for a second.
Oh god, I don't know if you're going to start heated rivalry.
It's to do with the fandom in that.